Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. On the side, here we are, Stan. And beginning of the season, certainly what has stood out to you so far in these early days?
Well, Kevin, there's certain guys around the league you can already see who have worked hard and made improvements to their game in the offseason. Now they're just going to have to be able to sustain those improvements and make adjustments when defenses start to figure them out.
And that's the rub, isn't it? That's the tough part of this whole thing.
Adjustments never stop. They go back and forth and back and forth.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duren. Sliding in at the wing spot, it's Ivey and Hardaway Jr. And it's Beasley in at the point.
Well, he's such a good distributor. Franz Wagner, very selfless.
Beasley against Suggs. Here's Hardaway. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Although they were eliminated in the first round, last season was a success stand for the Magic.
It sure was, Kevin. I don't think many people had them even making the playoffs, but they fought hard, pushed the Cavs to 7 games, and gained valuable playoff experience.
Harris trying to get free. Got a piece of it.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Rebounded by Hardaway. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Beasley outside. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
To the left wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
That's good from Duren.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
See yourself on the screen and be sure to best move. Let's go.
Doesn't love stats. Here are some numbers for Harris. Averaging 21 points per game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to depend on.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Duran. Pocket 6. Beasley for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
A nice shot by Harris.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Wagner to the left side wing. Orlando moving the ball around. From the baseline. Again, the Magic score.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Duran with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Duran. His last outing, 16 points for him.
Well, physical play by Duran at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Pass to Bitadze. Here's De Silva. Guarded by Harris. They get it back, and that one is stuffed right through.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this game.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment. Harris inside to the middle. Duran. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, this is where Duran looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. And Detroit with a change here, too. Marcus Hesser's checked in for Ivy. Beasley outside. Pass to Sasser. In the corner, Hardaway with it. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Isaac. Hardaway, no good. Orlando leading by 8. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Wagner wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Hardaway from 18 feet away. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring, but let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Now, here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got 5.
Well, he shoots a solid clip from deep. Caldwell Pope took advantage.
Pass to Duran. Now here's Hardaway. Down low, Sasser. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second-chance points in the league. The Magic in second.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Back to Sasser. Duran with a screen on Suggs. Offensive rebound, out to Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Batase the pass to Caldwell Pope. Over Beasley, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket. 7 points in the game.
Good stroke on the tweener by Caldwell Pope.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, Caldwell Pope is one of those guys who just loves to come after him.
Here's Harris, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it. But it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Jaden Ivey in for Malik Beasley. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
Simone Fontecchio, he's checked in for Detroit. Ivy against Harris. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. Black, no good. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Ivy. Nice defense from Wagner.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Duran.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And it's Harris off the drive. Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. And the Magic lead by 6. Pass to Stewart. Back to Sasser. To the paint. Here's Ivy, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's De Silva. Now Caldwell Pope. Pass to De Silva, and he banks in the layup. De Silva's got 5 points so far.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Fontecchio passes to Duran. And here's Stewart. The offensive rebound. And Duran slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duran the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Ivy. Here's Duran. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando leading by 6. Here's Black. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against the Lakers in L.A. Inside, and stolen by Harris. Here's Black. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And stolen by Ivy. And so it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope making highlights for Orlando. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Fontecchio. Read out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Ivy in at the 2 guard. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Pass to Harris. Black dishes to Anthony. Back to Black. From 13, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
That's good from Harris. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
He's off on the second.
Well, you know what you're getting with Gary Harris. He can shoot the ball, and he doesn't make many mistakes at either end.
Stewart a screen to the inside. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Monday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Memphis and going up against the Grizzlies.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
It's Black in the corner. Buries it from three-point range. Black's got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Stewart finds Sasser. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Stewart.
Well, I couldn't have made it much easier for Stewart. He just had to go up and put it down.
Anthony down low. Stewart on him. And Anthony gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 9. Pass to Reed. Back to Sasser. Drills the three-pointer. Sasser's got 8 points.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Back the pass to Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Now, here's Ivy. He's guarded closely. Pass to Stewart. Sasser with it, covered by Anthony. Reed a screen on Anthony. Here's Sasser. Misses the 3. Orlando leading by 6. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Black. Misses the layup. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Ivy finds Stewart. The shot from the low post is good. Stewart's got 4 this quarter.
Well, that's some good defense inside. Just a better play by Stewart.
To the middle, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 10 points for him.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Ivy. Tries from 10. Rebounded by Anthony. Magic leading by 4. Here's Black. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, and look, he came up huge defensively, grabbing 4 steals during the game.
Got a hand on it. Pass to Ivy. Now, here's Stewart. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by Wagner. And here we go with the Magic fast break. He gets it in there. Da Silva's got 7 points.
Anthony's showing good vision there.
Pass to Stewart. Sasser with it. He's got 10. Here's Da Silva, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Orlando shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
First free throw is good. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jalen Suggs.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now Sasser. He's got 10. Pass to Stewart. Pistons passing it around. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Detroit making a switch here. Holland's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Isaac kicks to Wagner. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Great focus from Hardaway. Draws the foul and completes the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And you gotta love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
Inside. And the basket by Isaac. And the Magic lead by 5.
Well, he had just enough breathing room to sink that layup. The defense was there, but not quick enough.
Pass to Holland. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Holland, no good. Magic leading by 5. Here's Black. He has 5. Here's Wagner. Makes it off the glass. That's 7 points for Franz Wagner.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Harris. On the wing, Hardaway. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Like the pass to Isaac. And here's Wagner. Shoots over Holland. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And Stewart gets it to go.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Wagner passes to be touched. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Isaac, his last 10 games, he's averaging 6 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Jaden Ivey comes in for Holland. And it's Beasley in for Marcus Sasser. Duren sets the screen for Beasley. Wagner with it. Hardaway picks him up. Harris passes to Ivey. Harris dishes to Ivey. There's the lob for Harris. Suggs with the steal. 2 points. That one goes. Suggs has got 5.
Well, that's just the physicality from Suggs. Fighting off defenders in close.
Pulls up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And one on Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, easy call.
As the son of two professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
And so he's able to get one of two.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Harris kicks to Hardaway. Beasley outside. For three, Harris. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Wagner, the basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
Well, Wagner can be a scoring machine, especially when his team is doing a good job of getting him looks.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Defensive foul. Malik Beasley. First personal foul. 14 foul.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete. Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Pass to Beasley. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down to 12 on the bucket from Hardaway.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Shot from the wing. And so it's the Orlando Magic. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Then there's Wagner, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. The Pistons have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And he's good on the first of 3. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Magic leading by 10. Pass to De Silva. Caldwell Pope kicks to Wagner. Gets that one through the hole, making now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't fear contact. He'll take it right into the defense down there.
Now, here's Durham. It's hauled in by the Magic. De Silva's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope against Ivy. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pass to Beasley. Here's Durham. And now Orlando on the break. De Silva, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Ivy, good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Ivy's got his second basket of the night.
And if Ivy can hit that shot with consistency, it really makes him a tough cover.
The Magic again can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Wagner passes to Suggs, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Suggs.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Beasley, the pass to Harris. Back to Beasley. Lets it go from deep. They get it again. Outside Hardaway. And the 3 ball is good. Hardaway has got 19 points.
Oh, excellent preparation from Hardaway Jr. Primed to attack.
Caldwell Pope outside. Orlando moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Bitadze. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Bitadze's got 9 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense nowhere to be found.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's made the decision he wants to huddle up with his guys. Now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Magic in third.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Ivy finds Hardaway. Harris setting the pick for Hardaway. Lays it up off the glass. Hardaway has got 21.
This defense has had its hands full with Hardaway tonight. They just can't keep him in check.
For three, Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Duren with the screen on Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Hardaway passes to Duren. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to De Silva. Wagner outside. Now Suggs, covered by Beasley. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. Cranes the three-pointer. Suggs has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and for Suggs, his three-point shooting has come a long way since entering the league.
Hardaway, no good. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Ivy passes to Hardaway. From 13, rebound by the Magic.
Well, he didn't go up very strong there, and the defense was able to just push him off his shot.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Duren the pass to Harris, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 15.
And difficult to convert in the face of that kind of D. Harris isn't afraid to take the tough shots. It never has been.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Ivy passes to Hardaway. And stolen by Wagner. Jumps up. And it's a great finish! Oh, my. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, man, Wagner is dangerous in the open floor.
And here's Harris from the arc. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Well, they've clearly been focused on getting the ball inside. And up to this point, the defense has not had an answer.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all three. Magic leading by 10. And here's Wagner. He's got 21. Here's De Silva. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Suggs. The rebound by Ivy.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 14 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Harris comes in for Wagner. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Down low, it's stolen by Duren. Sasser with it. He's got 10. Stewart finds Ivy. And the shot goes in. Ivy's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pass to De Silva. Detroit with the rebound. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Ivy against Harris. Now Ivy, 8 points for him. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Caldwell Pope outside. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And what's really great is this excites the whole team. When a guy like Caldwell Pope is finding his shots.
Pass to De Silva. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pistons.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Hardaway. Harris inside, guarded by Hardaway. Harris, good. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to Stewart. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. All alone. Flushes it down to finish the break.
What quickness from Caldwell Pope in transition. He snatches the ball and just takes off.
And here is Hardaway. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And he knocks down the first one. Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Ivy. Hardaway hits them both.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Harris against Hardaway. Good D by Hardaway. Pistons trail by 12. To the middle. Here's Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Hands it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Magic. Hardaway passes to Stewart. Here's Sasser, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sasser's got 13.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Hardaway finds Sasser, shoots, and Detroit again with the bucket.
I like the dish from Hardaway Jr., proving once again he's a team-first player.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then for the Pistons, Reedy's checked in for Duren. And Moore subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Detroit on D, trailing here by 8. Here's Isaac. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I like seeing this aggressiveness from Isaac, utilizing his amazing length to his advantage to get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Isaac.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And both free throws good for Isaac.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Lets it fly, and Detroit again with the bucket. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Anthony dishes to Harris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, defense, aware of Harris's scoring ability, played him too close that time.
For Orlando, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Pistons trail by 8. Pass to Stewart. His first shot coming late. The shot, no good. And so it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope making highlights for the Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Magic. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Isaiah Stewart. He's out there with Reed. Marcus Sasser is out there with Fontecchio. And it's Moore in at the 2.
Well, Harris is very comfortable at the arc. He believes in his efficiency from range.
To the wing on the left. Here's the lob to the hoop. And the dunk by Reed.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Black. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Magic lead by 11.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Isaac passes to Black. Now here is Harris. He's covered by Fontecchio. Inside. Isaac outside. Wagner trying to get open. They get the rebound. Black. Isaac outside. Now here is Harris. Clock is at 3. Wagner kicks to Isaac. Hits the three-point bomb. Isaac's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic.
And he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Yep, it counts.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Moore outside. Pass to Reed. Stewart kicks to Moore. And they get it. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Harris. And it's Reed pulling it down. Pistons trail by 16. Here's Moore. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fontecchio with it. Isaac picks him up. Pass to Sasser. Reed with it. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Stewart with the screen on Anthony. Offensive rebound. Charity stripe shot. And good that time. And that's now 6 points for Cole Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
And it's sent back by Isaac. Rebound, Detroit. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Reed a screen. Lets it go with a 3. Sasser can't hit.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Anthony. A floater, and he makes that one.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Stewart with it. He's covered by Isaac. Reed a screen on Isaac. Here's Stewart. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-4 run. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, and the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And both free throws good for Anthony. And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right, a lot of examples. The first one falls. Suggs, he's checked in for Orlando. And so he makes both from the line. Magic leading by 20. Wagner outside. The three. And it's Suggs missing.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Duren slams it in.
What strength right there from Duren, just powering through the foul.
And that one misses. Magic have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Hardaway against Wagner. 4 on the clock. Pass to Bitadze. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The steal. And Wagner has it in the corner. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Duren. Now here is Hardaway. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Basket counts. Caldwell Pope's got 12 points in just the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Here's Wagner. Beasley with the rebound. And Beasley has the ball here for the Pistons. It's an 18-point game. And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Hardaway against Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ivy. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A good shooter and defender. KCP can also make plays for others.
Pass to Duren. The jump hook, and it's off the back rim. No good. Wagner against Hardaway. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Harris. That one goes. Count it. Harris has got 19 points.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Beasley, the pass to Duren. Here's Ivy. Another shot. Duren finds Ivy. And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Pass to De Silva. Wagner from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Wagner's got 11 points here in just the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Pistons trail by 20. Ivy passes to Duran. Now here's Hardaway. A three-pointer off the mark. Suggs with the ball. Beasley covering. Suggs with the screen for Caldwell-Pope. Beasley with the steal. Suggs with the steal. Pass to Wagner. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Magic leading by 20. And here is Suggs. Pass to De Silva. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Caldwell-Pope for three. And it's Harris with the ball for the Detroit Pistons.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
Well, just a fantastic job of distributing the ball. When you're able to see the floor like that and take advantage of what the defense gives you, it's huge.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Contavious Caldwell-Pope.